The reproductive system. Finally. Yep, so here we are, the final system. Yeah, let's see what the reproductive system has to teach us. The reproductive system is responsible for one of the most remarkable processes in human biology, the ability to create new life. In both males and females, it produces gametes, sperm or ova, enables fertilization, and in females supports the development, nourishment, and birth of offspring. Beyond reproduction itself, the system secretes powerful sex hormones, including testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone, that shape secondary sexual characteristics, support sexual development at puberty, regulate fertility cycles, and influence behavior, bone health, muscle mass, and even mood. While male and female systems differ structurally and functionally, they work together toward the same biological goal, the fusion of sperm and egg to form a genetically unique individual. So first we will start with the male reproductive system. The male reproductive anatomy is designed primarily to sperm production, maturation, and delivery. Each structure plays an integrated role. Testes. Housed within the scrotum, the testes are the site of spermatogenesis, the continuous process of sperm cell formation. They also produce testosterone, the principal male hormone responsible for libido, muscle mass, hair growth, bone density, and the development of male reproductive tissues. We've got scrotum. This sexual sac surrounds the testes and helps regulate temperature. Because sperm develop optimally at about 34 to 35 degrees Celsius, slightly cooler than body temperature, the scrotum adjusts through muscular tightening or relaxation to maintain ideal conditions. Epididymis. A long coiled tube on the posterior surface of each testes where sperm mature and gain motility. Mature sperm are stored here until ejaculation. We've got the vas deferens, a muscular duct that transports sperm from the epididymis toward the ejaculatory ducts during ejaculation. Accessory glands. These glands contribute most of the volume and content of semen. Seminal vesicles produce nutrient-rich fluid containing fructose to energize sperm. Prostate gland adds enzymes, zinc, and alkaline fluid to enhance sperm mobility and survival in the acidic vagina. Bulbourethral, Cowper's glands, secrete pre-ejaculate that lubricates and neutralizes the urethra. And finally the penis and urethra. The penis delivers semen into the female reproductive tract. The urethra serves as a shared passage for urine and semen, though not simultaneously, thanks to coordinated muscle regulation. The male reproductive system carries out three central roles: produce and mature sperm via spermatogenesis in the testes and epididymis, transport and deliver sperm through the vas deferens and urethra, and secrete male sex hormones, primarily testosterone, essential for reproductive function, libido, and secondary sexual characteristics. The hypothalamus pituitary gonadal, or HPG, axis governs male fertility. FSH stimulates sperm formation. LH stimulates Leydig cells in the testes to produce testosterone, and testosterone provides feedback regulation to ensure balanced production. Okay, so now the female reproductive system. The external genitalia, collectively called the vulva, provide protection, sensory function, and lubrication. They include labia majora and minora, clitoris, a highly innervated organ essential for sexual arousal, mons pubis, and vestibular glands that lubricate during arousal. These structures shield internal organs from pathogens and mechanical injury. So here are some internal organs. We've got the ovaries, paired organs responsible for storing and releasing eggs and producing estrogen and progesterone. A female is born with roughly 1 to 2 million oocytes, but only around 300,000 remain by puberty. Fallopian tubes. These delicate tubes capture the ovulated egg using funnel-like fimbriae. Fertilization nearly always occurs in the ampulla segment. Cilia and muscular contractions help move the fertilized egg toward the uterus. We've got the uterus, a muscular, pear-shaped organ where the embryo implants and the fetus develops. Its inner lining, the endometrium, undergoes cyclical thickening and shedding, also called menstruation, in response to hormones. We also got the cervix, the lower, narrow portion of the uterus. It controls the passage between uterus and vagina, produces cervical mucus that changes with the cycle, and expands dramatically during labor. It is a primary site for screening, pap tests, and HPV-related pathology. We've also got the vagina, a flexible muscular canal that serves as the receptacle for sperm, passageway for menstrual flow, and birth canal. And finally the breasts, modified sweat glands specialized for milk production. Prolactin, oxytocin, and estrogen regulate lactation and breast changes during motherhood. Okay, so let's talk about the ovarian cycle. We got first the follicle phase. FSH drives follicle development. Estrogen thickens the uterine lining. Ovulation, a sudden LH surge releases the mature egg around mid-cycle. And the luteal phase, the corpus luteum produces progesterone stabilizing the endometrium. If fertilization fails to occur, progesterone falls and menstruation begins. And now fertilization and pregnancy. Fertilization occurs when a sperm successfully penetrates the ovum in the fallopian tube. The resulting zygote undergoes rapid cell division and implants into the uterus. The uterus provides nourishment, oxygen, and protection throughout gestation until childbirth. Let's move on to gamete formation and fertilization. So, spermatogenesis occurs continuously from puberty onward. Through meiosis, diploid cells produce haploid sperm, each genetically unique. Oogenesis. Egg formation begins before birth. Each month, hormonal cues mature a single dominant follicle. Meiosis completes only when the egg is fertilized, producing a viable oocyte and small polar bodies. And fertilization. Fusion of sperm and ovum restores the diploid chromosome set, initiating embryonic development. The female reproductive lifespan runs from menarche, puberty, to menopause, roughly 45 to 55. Reproductive health requires awareness of menstrual patterns, contraception options, STI prevention, and screenings. Common disorders include PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, ovarian cysts, prostate enlargement, erectile dysfunction, and reproductive cancers. Fertility assistance options range from ovulation induction to IVF and egg freezing. Okay, so before going into how to support and enhance the reproductive system, a little warning as usual. This video is only for informational purposes, so I am not a doctor, and what I'm telling you is not a prescription. So before making massive changes, well, health-wise, please consult a doctor. And if you want to read some more information or learn more about this system or all the other systems I did, there is a link in the description and you will find all the sources that I read. Okay, so nutrition and supplements. A nutrient-dense diet stabilizes hormones, improves fertility, and reduces inflammation. Prioritize fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Choose Mediterranean or plant-forward patterns. Select low glycemic index carbs for ovulatory health, and consume sufficient healthy fats for hormone production. Here we've got some key nutrients. Iron for ovulation, endometrial health, and oxygenation. Folate and B vitamins for cell division, egg quality, and pregnancy preparation. Omega-3 fatty acids for anti-inflammatory effects and improved sperm or egg quality. Antioxidants from vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium reduce oxidative stress on reproductive tissues. And hydration supports the cervical mucus, uterine health, and semen quality. Here are some evidence-based supplements. CoQ10 for egg quality, embryo development, myo-inositol for insulin regulation and improved ovarian response, magnesium for hormone balance and menstrual comfort, and PCOS-targeted supplements such as inositol, vitamin D, and omega-3s. Lifestyle and physical health. Maintain a healthy weight. Both underweight and overweight conditions disrupt hormones, ovulation, and sperm parameters. Exercise moderately. Regular physical activity enhances hormone balance and circulation, but overtraining may impair fertility. Adequate sleep. 7 to 9 hours nightly is essential for endocrine stability. And manage stress. Chronic stress alters cortisol and reproductive hormones, affecting libido, cycles, and sperm production. Moving on to environmental and harmful exposures. Avoid smoking, heavy alcohol, and recreational drugs. All impair sperm and egg quality. Minimize the heat exposure for men. Hot tubs, saunas, tight clothing. Reduce endocrine disruptor exposure by avoiding pesticides, certain plastics, and harsh solvents. And finally, medical and planning tools. Preconception counseling optimizes health before pregnancy. Fertility awareness methods help track ovulation and reproductive patterns. Regular checkups enable early detection of STIs, cancer, PCOS, thyroid issues, or hormonal imbalances. Egg freezing allows fertility preservation. Here we are, the summary. The reproductive system works through a sophisticated coordination of organs, ducts, hormones, and cycles to produce gametes, support fertilization, and sustain pregnancy. In males, the testes generate sperm and testosterone, and the network of ducts and glands produces semen capable of supporting and transporting sperm to the female reproductive tract. In females, the ovaries release eggs and produce essential hormones, while internal structures including the fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix, and vagina support conception, gestation, and birth. Supportive strategies center around whole food nutrients rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, iron, and folate, maintaining healthy weight, moderate exercise, quality sleep, and stress management. Environmental awareness and medical tools like screenings, fertility tracking, and preconception counseling further enhance reproductive well-being. Ultimately, the reproductive system is not only essential for the continuation of human life, but also deeply interconnected with hormonal balance, emotional health, and overall physiology. I'm a bit sad that this mini-series is coming to an end, but I know that all the videos that will come will be much more scientific, much more precise than all the stuff I did. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the reproductive system. We will meet next week for the conclusion. And like always, take care.